Gamers, it's time to talk about the Liyue characters. So, today, we're going to talk about them, and we're going to talk about the things we like about their design, the things we don't like about the design, and then we will arrange them into the list, which is an ongoing project. So, Liyue, a bit before we begin. Liyue is the China-based region, so you get a lot of traditional style clothing. It's also a very business and deal orientated city, so you get a lot of very cleanly cut and like well structured outfits in here. Very uniform-esque for most of the characters, a very similar style across all of them, whereas Mondstadt was a little bit more all over the place. So, with that said, let's start with the first character, who will, of course, be the Archon. Zhongli, the Geo Archon of Liyue. So being the Archon, he must embody the region and the element, since he's the purest distillation, just like Venti. And to that end, we get a guy in a very nicely tailored business suit that has earth tones on it. And you know, he's definitely selling the region and the element. You get Geo the second you look at him. And it's really hard to mess up a guy in a suit. We have not messed up the guy in the suit. What I like with the Liyue designs in particular is you get some quite traditional Chinese-looking clothing, but with a bit of a modern twist on it. So you get some of these like patterns in here that you typically associate with the traditional garments, and some of these elements like the tassels and such. But then it's on just a modern business suit, right? So you get a nice contemporary twist on an old style, which is true of a lot of Genshin designs in general, actually, which I do like. And this is a very nicely structured outfit. He's Geo, so it's all very clean, sharp, angular. And since he's also the deals guy, you get the same thing. You get the very nice, powerful shoulders on the suit. It's very nicely layered with the jacket, vest, shirt, all pristinely put together and orderly. I very much like all the detailing on the jacket. I really like the shiny scales, dragon scales towards the bottom as well. Excellent. I really love these geometric patterns as well. They're very satisfying to me. I like the slightly unusual cut with the slits in the sides of the jacket as well. Helps make it stand out a little bit. He's got a very nice, sharp silhouette. And it's just a very well-detailed suit. I don't like that the vision is kind of tucked away and hidden behind his ponytail. And I'll say it, I don't like this style of ponytail particularly. It just doesn't really do it for me. I think he would be better if he didn't have the ponytail. And then even the pants. This is a business suit, but we've still got some nice detailing on the pants as well, right where the jacket ends, so it's not so bare at the bottom. And it's just a very nice suit. My only real complaint is I don't particularly care for this style of ponytail, but there's really nothing to complain about as far as a suit like this goes. Good color coordination, good structure, good layering. Just enough accessories with the rings and the earring and everything for it to look classy, but also put together, if you know what I mean. It's a great look. There's really not much to complain about, and I think Zhongli is an easy S. It's really hard to fuck up a guy in a suit. Alright, I'm going to do my best with these names, but you must understand I am a white boy, so it's not always going to be great. Ningguang is another excellent design, and for a 4-star, very, very strong. Much stronger than you normally would expect of a 4-star in a gacha game. So you get Geo the second you look at her, and it's just a very opulent, luxurious dress, which is good for Ningguang because she's a mogul. She's a business mogul. She's rolling in money, and you get that the second you look at her. I do like the vision is being incorporated into the outfit a little bit more this time, of course. I always like that. The legs are not just coming straight at us, because they're covered by a lot of the dress, and she has even a bit of pattern on the skin itself. And I don't particularly care for her hair, if I'm being honest. This little tassel on her forehead has never really done it for me. It's always seemed like a bit of a weird choice to throw in there. And I find the shape in the back to be a little bit unfulfilling. It's not great. She's got a good silhouette with the unusual cut on the back of the dress. Very nice. I really like the gloves, especially the sharp fingers on the end. Very good hair accessory. And again, this is one that's just all around very good, and I don't have much to say. I really like the ruffled element around there as well. You get a lot of different textures in here with the like smooth gloves and the fabric of the dress and the fur around the collar. Great. All around, very good. This leg's, the calves over here, is a little bare for my taste, but we're really just nitpicking at that point. I would like if this design went like all the way down her leg, basically, but it's fine, you know. The thing that holds me back is just the hair. I don't particularly like her hairstyle, and this tassel is just a weird decorational choice for me. But Ningguang is selling her element. She's selling Liyue. She's giving the fantasy of being a wealthy business mogul. Really not much to complain about. I just don't like her hair, and that's the thing that holds me back from putting her in S. Alright, here comes another name. Chongyun. Chongyun. Yeah, that sounds close enough. So, fantastic news, everyone. We've got a young boy character that is wearing pants rather than shorts. What a day it is. I'm thrilled. Beyond words. I would like if they went a little bit further down, but it's fine. You know, we get some of the bandage on the leg this way, which helps kind of convey a bit of boyish energy, I suppose. But this is a nice outfit. He's very light and white because he is doing a yin and yang thing with his boyfriend, where he is the yang side. So he's meant to have a very positive look and just be very bright, you know. But with a little bit of the dark in there as well on his arms. I very much like the jacket. I like cropped jackets, and this is a very cropped jacket. With a bit of an interesting cut as well, with this part that hangs down a little bit further. Visions being incorporated into the outfit as a belt buckle. We love to see it. I don't, is it just called a sash? I very much like the thing that runs down his front. It's got a very nice pattern on it. I like the little geometric shapes you get on the side of it there. Some nice accessories with the vision as the buckle, the little tassel here, and this big hefty boy on his wrist. So a couple of nice accessories, but nothing crazy, because he's not really the kind of character that would go super crazy with accessories. I do like the glove thing, but I kind of wish it was a little bit more. I think it went a little bit further up his arm. It just seems to cut off very abruptly, but, you know, that's not a big deal. I also feel like he's a character that should be wearing slightly hardier shoes than he is. Maybe not full boots, but just like these little slip-on ones seem a little bit too high class, I suppose, for him, but also not really the end of the world. Mostly nitpicky things. This is a pretty strong design overall. For the character, I'd say he's pretty much kitted out as he should be, and he is a partner piece, so he's really meant to be sort of taken in with his boyfriend as well as kind of like a set, since they're yin and yang. But I think Chongyun has a strong design. He's a boy that's wearing pants, and that by itself we must respect. He's an A. He's not as high as them. He's around about there. Good design. Good design. Not quite pushing it as hard as the S tiers, but a good design. So I think it's Kaching. Kaching, right? I think? Great question. Seems like it could be correct. you know, I'm sorry, I'm very white. So, her design has always been a little bit on the plain side to me. Because she's kind of just wearing a dress, and the dress is doing nothing overly special. It's got nice colors, purple, good color, of course, but it's a little plain. I do like this feather sort of design we've got here. It's got some very nice patterning on it, but you know, that's kind of it. We got some nice flowing elements in the back as well, and it's a nice dress, but I don't think she's doing anything to, like, really push the look, quite like someone like Ningguang, who is wearing a very, very nice dress. Keqing is just wearing, like, a good dress. I do like the patterns on the stockings to kind of break it up a little bit, so it's not just one solid color. Her shoes are quite nice. And she's fine. She's fine. Just really not an elaborate enough dress for my taste. The vision also feels quite tacked on, just being stapled to her back like that. Kind of feels like it just needs a little bit more in the way of accessories. Maybe a bigger sort of headpiece would be nice. Something around like these two prominent ponytails that she has on her head. Maybe some little ornaments there. Something on her arms other than just the gloves. I think I'd like if the pattern was a little bit more on the legs as well, or if maybe the boots or the shoes were just a little bit higher, maybe like halfway up the calf kind of thing. You know, just not really pushing it enough. I think I would also like if these other elements that are kind of under the flowing ones were a bit longer as well. So then you could get sort of a better silhouette where you had like these flowing elements, but then also two more flowing elements coming out of the back of it. She's just a scooch on the plain side for me, which is, I think, often the case with these characters that are just kind of wearing a dress like this. Because there are just characters that do this look better. Like, even the Traveler, Lumine, is like wearing a similar dress, but hers is just so much stronger than this one, just way more. I also don't super get Liyue from this outfit very much. I don't really get any region off of her, to be honest, just from looking at her, but, you know, it's fine. Keqing has a fine outfit. She is just doing nothing to push the envelope like some of the other characters are, but her design is fine. Very middle of the road for me. Ganyu. So, this is another dress character, but I do like this dress more because it's doing some interesting things. We have a little focal point, shall we say, around the breast area, and we've got a very nice cutaway element on the sides here with a nice little ornament stapled to the side as well. She also has a cowbell as like a neck piece, which is, you know, certainly a pretty strong statement item right there. I like her hair quite a bit. Her horns have always been a little underwhelming for me. I kind of wish she had, like, big ram horns or something, you know, like big spirally horns. These feel kind of tacked on to me, and I feel like they should be more of a focal point of her character, really. They've always been a little underwhelming for me. I very much like this sort of garter element around the thighs. Just a nice design. Does something to break up the solid color of the stocking suit as well. So, and we got some nice patterning on the back here as well. It's a much stronger overall outfit. I do wish her shoes were a little bit higher, but it's fine. The shoes are nice. I do like the little bow that's on the front of them as well. Vision being incorporated as well as like the centerpiece of this kind of flower arrangement that she's got with the bows. So, and we've got some nice detailing. It's an overall fairly simple dress, but simple doesn't necessarily mean bad. Hers just feels kind of put together in a way that Keqing's didn't, you know? Like she's... I'm slowly getting closer and closer to just doing a cash register noise when I say her name. She's just doing something a little bit more. I think the colors coordinate a little bit better. I like the patterning a little bit more. And she's got some more interesting accessories on her. I just wish that the horns were a bit bigger and that maybe the shoes were a bit bigger as well. Also, the sleeves are nice. I like detached sleeves, generally speaking, as well. I think they're quite a nice fashion piece as well. So, Ganyu, good design. The horns, basically, are the thing that bother me the most. I feel like they need to be a bigger point of her design, but overall, good. Alright, I'm really gonna try. I'm gonna try very hard. Singcho. Singcho. That seems like it could be correct. So this is the yin to Chonghyun's yang, and I really like this guy. He's always been one of my favorite characters. He's just very cute. I very much like his outfit. I wish he wasn't wearing shorts. I get young boy wearing the shorts. I wish he was just wearing pants or like a larger dress instead, but we can't have it all. So this is just a very classy, opulent outfit. And it's got very nice detailing. I am a big fan of this whole gold arrangement that he's got going on over here. I think it's very nice. I like the ruffled elements around the sleeves with the sort of fold out for the jacket part as well. Like the bow. And he's got some nice accessories. He's got some nice little earrings. He's got the little thing around his leg as well. Vision's a little tacked on. Not crazy about that. I like the asymmetry, both in the way he's got it opened, but also the cut, where it does this little kind of slant around the side. I think that's very good. It gives him a very interesting silhouette with the diagonal of the lower half there. And got asymmetry because he's only wearing the one earring as well. I'm not crazy about the boots, like this white element on them mostly. It feels just a little bit weird in a way that I'm not sure how to describe. I just don't really like it. I also kind of feel like he should be wearing high heels. Does this not look like the kind of outfit that would be wearing high heels? You know? Just kind of does. I really like the gradient effect on it as well. Like, you get the black slowly transitioning into the blue. And this is a very Liyue outfit. Doesn't sell his element overly so, but that's fine. You know, he doesn't look like he's a pyro character or something, so that's fine by me. And I do think he's a character that would be improved by having glasses. Especially since he's a bookish type, right? He just seems like he should be wearing glasses. Just, you know, maybe the kind that you have on like a chain as well. He just seems like the kind of guy that would be wearing that sort of thing. But it's a good outfit. It's a good outfit. There's not much to complain about. Other than that, I don't really like these boots, and I wish he was not just wearing shorts. I wish he was just wearing pants or a full dress arrangement. The shorts, man, they just don't do it for me. And I would put glasses on him. But otherwise, he's got a great design. And he's not pushing it super hard, so I don't think he's an S, but I will put him next to his boyfriend because they're a pair. They're meant to be taken together. Alright, Changling. I don't like it. I don't really like her outfit. It's really very plain. And I don't like that the legs are so incredibly bare. This is kind of a personal thing, but I don't like her eyebrows very much. Enhance the eyebrows. Because she's got that sort of like small dot right at the corner of the front of her eyes that you see on some anime characters. I always basically hate that type of eyebrow design on characters. I don't like it. I don't like it. I never have. And this is just such a plain outfit. Like, I don't even really know what to say about it. I like this on her waist right here, the little what's her minion called? Gobu? Something like that? She's got her minion on her, so that's cute. But it's really just doing nothing. I do like this big element in the back right here. The problem is you don't really see it from the front. Like, it's, you know, I wish that this bow was, like, sticking out to the side a little bit more, like it had more structure to it. And I wish that maybe the tassels coming off the end of the bell had a bit more of an interesting shape to them. The legs are way too bare. Man, these legs really are coming at us right here. She's a girl in a dress. The dress is just a dress. It's doing nothing. It's very plain, very simple. I've also kind of always wondered, like, this part of the front has always kind of reminded me of tiger stripes. Even though it's not really a tiger stripe pattern, it always makes me think of it, and that just doesn't seem to fit with her design. But that maybe is a personal thing, because it's not like it is a tiger stripe design or anything. I do like that the bow on her back of her head sticks out a little bit, so you get, and the hair as well, so you get a bit of an interesting silhouette around the head. But man, she do be a girl in her suit, in a dress. Like, I wish this element maybe went down longer as well, but then you lose some of the bell in the back. Some elements coming off the side might be helpful as well, just to kind of break up the silhouette a little bit. But boy, these legs, I don't like them. Arms are also quite bare. I think I would like if there were more of these rope elements on her, if we're gonna kind of go for that. Like, maybe, like, all up one arm or something. Like, take one glove off and then do this kind of all the way down her arm or something like that. Just this dress, it needs a more interesting design. It needs a more interesting cut. This ribbon needs to kind of take up more real estate from the front. It's pretty weak. I don't think she's appallingly terrible. She's just exceptionally plain. She really doesn't do anything to interest me with her outfit. So I've always said Beidou, but I think it might be Bedum, you know, Bedum. Beidou is probably more correct, but whatever. So this is one of the female characters that needs to be bigger. Like, she's a pirate captain, and you're gonna tell me she's that small? She should be bigger. She should be more jacked than she currently is. She's also wearing a very elegant outfit for a pirate captain. I feel like she should look scruffier and more rugged than she does. Her dress is very nice. You know, it's very nice. I like the colors a lot. Red and black is red, black, and a bit of white as well. Very elite color combination. Does make the character look powerful. Really like the boots. Love that they go all the way up and have some detailing on them as well. Very nice. We like to see it. I like her her hair ornament as well. Very nice. Eye patch is good. She's a pirate. We gotta have an eye patch in there. Little asymmetry with the earrings as well. Shoulder element always makes the character look more powerful as well. Any kind of cape or just a jacket that you're wearing like a cape. I wish there was more purple in here. Like, you know, they don't necessarily need to have, like, their elemental color in there, but, like, she's wearing all red. Right? Like, she is very, very pyro when you're wearing mostly red. I would like if there was more purple in here. Yeah. This is also a character that, like, should probably not be wearing very many accessories, being a pirate captain. Like, the earrings, you know, and all this. I guess she kind of wants to be, like, an elegant pirate, but when you start accessorizing, like, with that kind of, like, the earring and the headdress and everything, it kind of gives you more of an elegant feel when, for a pirate captain, you maybe want something a bit more rugged. So, her design is nice, but for a pirate captain, I don't think she sells the fantasy of pirate captain very strongly. So, I think the cape should be a lot longer as well. I think that should be a full cape rather than just a shoulder cape. Probably should just be wearing, like, boots. rather than high-heeled thigh highs, but, you know, it's a gacha game. We know how these things are. So her design is very nice, but it doesn't sell the fantasy for me. But I can't deny she has a nice outfit, but since it doesn't sell the fantasy of Pirate Captain, I think she's only a B. Zhao. We have a young boy wearing pants. What a day. 2-in-1. 2-in-1 region. What a day. And this guy's legs are completely covered as well. Oh, what a time to be alive. So I do like Zhao's design quite a lot. I like all the decorative elements he's got on here. The bell, the thing on his waist, the necklace, the shoulder ornaments. He's got a lot of decorative elements on him, and I think they all look very good. We got a lot of asymmetry in the design with like the one arm over here, the one ramp on the leg over here, the tattoo on this side. Also tattoo, we love to see it. We love a guy with a tattoo. He's also got some nice subtle highlighting in his hair, which I'm a big fan of as well. And I think it's good. I like the mask. I like his mask as well. He does, I think, sell Yakshasha. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce anything. He's like, you know, an otherworldly entity. I think you do get that from his design. And I don't really think that there's very much to complain about. I think I would like him to maybe be a little bit more armored than he is. Like maybe something along, not that arm, but like something armored along this arm. You wouldn't want to do that one since that's the side that has the tattoo on it. Maybe some greaves, like this armored element on the boot could go further up as well. I think some armor would be quite good for him. Also, maybe some sort of ornament in his hair would be nice as well. But you probably... thing is, he does put the mask on, so you maybe don't want that to clash too much. I would like if this spiked element was a little bit bigger and more prominent as well. But I've always thought Zhao's design was very strong. Sells his element, sells the fantasy, you know. Lots of very nice decorative elements. Got a tattoo. We love to see it. Boy wearing pants. We love to see it. I think Zhao's design is quite strong. I think Zhao is an S. Alright, Jin Yun. I think Xinyan. Yan, not Yun. Xinyan. This is one of the most frustrating character designs in the entire game to me. She drives me crazy. This is a rock and roll character, and she does not sell me rock and roll, okay? And this is the same problem I have with Rosaria. She's a goth. This is like a rocker, punk rock. These are very accessory-heavy aesthetics to try and wear, and she is not wearing nearly enough of them. Like, she's got some, with, like, the spiked elements in the hair and all, and, like, the thing on her back, but, like, she needs more. This character really needs a thick, heavy belt around her. It doesn't even need to be doing anything. Like, this outfit badly needs a belt. A big, studded belt with a large buckle on it. This fishnet element needs to go up more of the leg. Just on one is fine if you want to do it asymmetrically, but it needs to take up more space. These boots, they've got to go. She needs thick, heavy leather boots if she's going to be rock and roll, okay? We got to get more spiked accessories in here. We got to get she needs like a big collar, like a big heavy collar as well. We got to get some stuff on more elements on the legs, more accessories on the arms, more accessories. It's an accessory heavy design. Even if they're all just like spiked or studded elements, you've gotta. She's not selling me on rock and roll right now. There's not nearly enough leather in here. it's oh, I don't like it. It drives me crazy. I do like these tassels on her sleeves. Those are like the thing I like, basically, is just the tassels on her sleeves. The hair is also fine. The hair is, like, doing most... If you changed her hairstyle and took these spikes off of her, you wouldn't get rock and roll from this design at all. Like, it's just not selling the fantasy. I also am not crazy about the fact she's wearing a dress. I would prefer if she was wearing, like, a shirt-skirt combination rather than a dress. Addressed to me just generally reads quite feminine, and I want a slightly more masculine edge for a character like this. But of course, it's Genshin, so they would never do like full pants for a character like this. They just hate doing that. So I will compromise and take a shirt and skirt, even though really I want her to be wearing pants. That's really what I want. But I get that you also want this, like, fishnet element as well. So, like, you know, just shirt and skirt would be better, I think. And you could even still keep, like, the same basic design with the sleeves and everything. But, man, oh, she's so frustrating to me. She just doesn't sell rock and roll at all. Very frustrating design. She drives me crazy. It's a D. She's still better than the kids. She's better than Bennett, too. Let's be real. Hu Tao. Everybody loves Hu Tao. Fantastic character. We all love her. Queen. So, right off the bat, the fact this character is wearing shorts is absurd. It's ridiculous. The director of a funeral parlor is wearing tiny shorts. Come on. Be for real with me right now. This character absolutely should be wearing pants. I find it inexcusable that Hu Tao is not wearing pants and she's wearing tiny shorts. It's not as bad as it could be because she at least has slightly higher socks, but pants, please. Putting that aside, putting my hatred of the bare legs aside for a second, the rest of the outfit is very nice. A very formal, traditional outfit. The hat, very strong statement piece with the unusual shape, and then like the accessories in it as well. Plus these nice little things at the back that help break up the silhouette a little bit as well. Very nice embroidery on the shirt, on the jacket, and on the back as well. Vision feels very tacked on, not crazy about that. She also has a few rings on. I feel like she could stand to have more rings, but I always like when characters are wearing, like, fucking 12 rings or some shit. I like when characters are wearing a lot of rings. So the fact that she's wearing more than your average amount makes me go, ooh, she should have a lot more, basically. I also really like her eyes. Like, the Genshin characters have unusual eyes, generally speaking, but hers I like quite in particular. But yeah, this is a really good design. There is not much to complain about. Her jacket, the hat, the hair, like, that's all great. That's all fantastic. She should be wearing pants. I find the fact that the funeral director is wearing tiny shorts to be ridiculous. Absurd, even. But that's just how Genshin is with the female characters, you know? But man, the fact she is wearing tiny shorts is the only thing that stops her from being an S. Yanfei. Ooh, this is another one that really... Ooh. This one really salts my fries. Goddamn. So, when you look at her, what profession do you think she is? Please ignore the text that's on the screen that tells you. I don't get legal advisor from her outfit, personally. Seems a little bit unprofessional for that kind of line of work. You know? Just a little bit, personally. And I think I'm very happy for her that she's wearing, like, a very personal outfit, right? Like, it's unusual. And so it's a personally tailored outfit that she obviously likes for it to be kind of off the wall like this. Love that for her. But I don't like it as, like, a legal advisor character. It just... Ooh, it really tweaks me. I get a little irrationally angry about this one. And I know that this might just be me. Because I have seen other people talk about this character and say they do get legal advisor from it, but I don't know how. I really don't see where they're getting it from. I guess just the hat. Because, like, what else is it coming from, dude? She's wearing jester boots. She's wearing jester shoes. I do like the shoes, but they're jester shoes, dude. They've even got the curly toe. Oh, she's so frustrating. This is not formal enough for me, you know. And I get that you don't also want, like, every character to kind of look like just like in a formal suit or something like that. But the women so rarely get to look like this in this game. And like, legal advisor is the perfect time to put a woman in a suit. And yet we have not done it. So, you know, legs are really bare also, putting aside that. The legs are very bare. I don't like that. The shoes are nice. You know, I do like, even though they are jester shoes, I do actually like them aesthetically. I think they do look nice in isolation. I like the thing around her neck. I do like the hat. It's a very unusual hat. And it is the thing that, like, gives her that kind of professional vibe, because it's clearly a hat that has, like, a specific purpose, right? When you look at it, you're like, oh, this is a lady that has a specific job with a headpiece like that. I like the accessories that, like, break up the silhouette on the head a little bit as well. I like these little balls on her sleeves. These sleeves are also detached. I like detached sleeves, generally speaking, on these any kind of outfit. And she's got some nice accessories, I guess. You know, we got the little thing, the little doodad over here. The neck piece is an accessory, of course. The thing on her waist over here, the little dangling bits. It just... Legal advisor? Legal advisor. So, you know, it's a unique outfit that, in fairness, is, like, well put together. You know, I have my quibbles with, like, the legs and everything, but, like, it's, you know, that's a very personal gripe that I take with a lot of these outfits. It's nicely put together, you know. The outfit itself, in isolation, I can't really fault too heavily. It's quite nice, but legal advisor? She's not selling me the fantasy, and for that, she gets put in C. So, Tartaglia, whom I shall henceforth be referring to as Ajax, because this is a character that has multiple names, and Ajax is my favorite. I like his design a lot. My girlfriend's going to think I'm being biased, but I swear I'm not. My favorite character isn't going to get put into S when we get to him, okay? I swear I'm not biased. But I think his design is very good. This is a very slick, suited outfit. With a few nice statement pieces in it that really help as well. This character is also meant to be visually have some similarities to Asuka from Evangelion. In the beta, he even had an eye patch. But, you know, he doesn't have that anymore, which is a shame, because I think his eye patch looked great when he did have it, but, you know, we lost that. But this is a very nicely tailored suit. I like the fact that it is open a little bit. Just, oh, it makes him look like such a slut. Even though, like, he is revealing so little of himself. Just something about it still just makes him look like such a slut. And I love that for him. I'm very happy for him. Just like that little peek, you know. I love that for him. The scarf is amazing. Fantastic statement piece, especially the way it drapes across him like that as well. Gives him a very strong silhouette. The mask in the hair, well, it's not really a mask. I guess it is. The thing in his hair looks good as well. I like that. We've got the pauldron on one side as well. Very nice. I like the gloves because they have an unusual shape to them as well. I find that to be very appealing. Nice boots as well. Good, strong boots. Yeah, great design. Very sharp, slick, suited look. With a couple of strong statement pieces on there. Mostly the scarf, but also like kind of like the thing that holds the scarf. The unusual way he's got it open is kind of a statement piece. And then like the hardware elements as well. Nice mix of textures with like the hardware, the fabric, the leather. The scarf is probably a different fabric as well to the rest of the suit. Great look. Vision also being incorporated into the outfit. We love to see it. I think that Ajax has an amazing character design. I've always liked it. Say what you will about the character. I think aesthetically he's an S. Baizu. So now this is a character who really sells his profession. When I look at Baizu, I can smell like how sterile he must be, right? Like, doesn't he just look like he smells medicinal? And, you know, owner of a pharmacy. I get that the second I look at him. Bro looks medicinal. And I think he's got a great look. I very much like the cropped jacket, you know, just a little bit of something there. Bro's wearing a snake as a fashion accessory. We love to see it. The audacity, the gall to wear a snake as a fashion item by itself raises you an entire tier just from that alone. But the rest of it's all very nice as well. We've got a lot of very good accessories in here. I love the belt. This is very nice. Vision being incorporated in. We've got the jacket over the... It is a jacket, right? Yeah, these are sleeves. We got the jacket over the shoulders, which always makes a character look more authoritative, more powerful. We like that. I like the asymmetry on the gloves. Even with the accessories on the gloves as well, because this is mostly a gauntlet with the fingers missing, and then over here we've got like the bangle and the not gauntleted hand. I like the little dangling elements here. I like the pattern on his pants. I like the little... He's even got a little accessory on his ankle as well. I think Baizu's design is fantastic. Love his glasses as well. These are the ones I wish that... I've forgotten how... I looked up how to say his name, but I've forgotten how to say it. Xingsho, the yin guy. These are the kind of glasses I wish he was wearing, because I think that he would wear them just as well as Baizu does. Maybe not with, like, the dangling element as well, but, you know. I wish he was wearing them. I like his ponytail a lot. The, like, kind of half-braided thing he's got going on here as well. Even the jacket itself has a nice pattern on the back as well, with a unusual cut. It is a jacket, right? It has sleeves. It just, every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't exactly read as a jacket, but it does have sleeves. But yeah, Baizu's design, great. I think he looks amazing. Really sells his element, the region, his profession. He's got a snake as a fashion accessory. What is there to complain about? No notes. Baizu is cinema. I think he's a very high S. Alright, Chi-Chi, or Kiki, Chi-Chi, Kiki, one or the other. So, child character. You know I'm not going to rate them very highly. I just don't like the children characters. And this, I do think that she is one of the better ones, because she has an interesting concept. She's a zombie. She's a little Zambini, which is why we have these talismans on her. And why she's ice, because she's a dead body. The thing is that it's an interesting concept, but, like, she's wearing the little girl dress, you know? The one they all wear. Like, we have seen this design, this shape, this structure a million times before. It's just, like, what the little girls end up looking like. And that the thing that really always frustrates me with the little girl characters is that when they do have something interesting about their design, what I always think to myself is, wow, I wish I could see this on a fully grown woman, where we could, like, take the design further, like, we can do more with it, because we just have more area to work with conceptually. The little girls are just so constrained. Because, like, I like all the individual elements of this. I like her hat, I like the talismans, I like the accessories, like, this necklace is very good. I like the hanging elements. I like her hairstyle, especially with the little decorations as well. The hat's very good. Very unusual hat. We like to see it. I like the little baubles on her. She's got nice color coordination. There's nice patterning in here. I like all the individual elements. It's just, it's on a little girl, so it is just the little girl in a dress that has some nice accessories. Which is really what all of them look like. it's just such a homogeneous space. They all feel really similar unless they have a very strong concept. And Chi-Chi has a strong concept. We just haven't taken it super far. I would maybe like to see, like, if she must be a little girl, I would like at least to see, like, some stitching in here. Make her maybe look a little bit more cobbled together. Just put some stitching in there since she is, like, a zombie. Go for maybe a little bit of a Frankenstein thing as well to really help sell it a little bit more. But it's just such a limiting space to work with. But she at least has an interesting concept, which breaks her out of D for me. Because I have to respect the concept at the very least. I always really want to call this guy gaming, but like it's definitely like gaming or something, right? Like, you know. So I think this guy's design is great. I really like his design. It's an extraordinarily practical outfit. You can imagine somebody just wearing something like this in the street, right? Like, it's a really grounded outfit, but is also just very nice. Like, it's got that streetwear vibe to it. He's a lion dancer, by the way. So, you know. But, like, look at this. His outfit starts glowing and everything. And, like, the hood has... When we can see it. The hood has the lion, like, motif on it as well. Like, fantastic. Really good touch. So, yeah. It's really simple, like, streetwear vibe. But, like, very nicely put together. Very nicely structured. It's even a young boy wearing pants, like full-length pants. What a day. Whew. But with like interesting motifs on them as well. I really like the element at the bottom. This, I don't really know what you would call it, but like the trim at the bottom. I'm not crazy about his shoes. They give kind of Kingdom Hearts to me, which I'm not super crazy about. It's hard to think when he's like doing that. We've got, like, just enough accessories with, like, the belts, which is even the vision is incorporated into, the tasseled elements, the little, like, thing in his hair as well. The things on his back as well. I would consider the hood to be an accessory since it's unusual as well. And then, like, the gloves, the bracelet. Got just enough accessories in here. I also like the half-tucked shirt. Like... Half-tucked shirt kind of seems weird at first glance, but it is like a fashion thing to have a half-tucked shirt, which kind of shows that he is like thinking about it, right? Like having your shirt half-tucked in is something you do for certain looks, and it shows that like he's obviously thought about his outfit because you don't half-tuck a shirt by accident. So I like that. Really shows he's thinking about it. And it shows. Like, this is a really solid, well-put-together outfit. Despite being simple. Simple doesn't necessarily mean bad. You don't necessarily need to do a lot to be fashionable. Also, I don't know if I said it, but crop jacket. We love to see it. I think Gaming's design is really, really strong. I like it a lot. I do think he's an S, even though it's kind of simple. Lan Yan. So, she is just another girl in a dress, but I like hers more than usual because I like how much of it has, like, metal elements to it, right? Like, she's got a pretty interesting choice here to have so many silver metallic parts in here, even as part of the dress as well. These flowing elements plus her hair give her a very strong silhouette. I like that a lot. The headpiece is very nice. I like it a lot. As is the necklace. I like the kind of like gradient effect that she's got on some of the elements of her dress here. I like the almost kind of like tribal patternings on here. I like the thing on her leg. The legs are really coming at us, which I'm not crazy about, but they are at least kind of broken up by the hanging elements behind her. Those help a little bit as well. I would like if the dress was a bit longer. I feel like it's a little too short as it was. I would like to see like this pattern at the bottom be taken a little bit further. But this is, I think, a very fashionable dress. It's really like not anything crazy, but I think the hardware elements do enough to like push it a little bit further, right, than a lot of the other dress designs do. I wish the legs weren't so bare, and I wish that the dress was a little bit longer, but, like, it's, you know, this is a fit that I think is hard to complain about. Nice coloring as well. I do like the colors. Yeah, not much to say for Lanyan. I think she's just wearing a very nicely put together dress with some interesting elements, taking a little bit further than most. I just have some personal quibbles for it, but I think that it's probably an A still. Shenhua. So this is one of the characters like Eula where I have never quite gotten it. She's a little underwhelming to me. The cutout elements on her outfit are doing a lot of heavy lifting right here, like the hips and like these patterns on here. They're doing most of the work. But it's just a little plain. Like, it is mostly just like a skin-tight suit with some interesting cutouts on it, which is, like, unique, I'll give you, but I've never been crazy about it. I also really hate, really hate this boob sheet that she has. Like, I just don't really like it. I don't really even know why. I have just always hated this boob sheet that she has that, like, just kind of hangs over them barely. Like, I guess it's kind of sexy, but I have just, I've never been crazy about it. I would like, what would I like, actually? What would I like out of this? I would probably like if this boob window, or not this boob window, this boob sheet went, like, the full length of her body. And I get that, like, you know, you lose, like, this thing in the front there, and you lose some of the pattern on the leg and everything, but it just bothers me. I would like, and, like, maybe you could shorten it, like, kind of shrink it in a little bit more, so you'd lose less of this on the leg, and you maybe still see a bit more of the hips, but, like, if you, like, shrink this down a little bit and have it run the whole way down, and then, like, you carry this, like, design and pattern all the way down, I think that that would look a lot better than just, like, all this. It's just plain. It's just very plain. I do like the cut of everything in the back, because that gives her a very distinct silhouette with all this round here. That's cool and all. You know, she is also not, like, a normal human, and you do kind of get a bit of a otherworldly vibe out of the outfit, because it is unusual, undeniably so. So, like, you get some of that with this, but it's just a little plain. Just a little plain. Yeah, I think I would probably like if we did more of the cutouts as well, like something else on the other leg, or maybe if this pattern was symmetrical, that might look a little better as well. I do like the hair, especially that the vision is incorporated into the hair tie back there, but she's plain. Much like End User License Agreement, I have just never really gotten it. I think she's a little plain. Yanyun. So, this lady has always reminded me of Bayonetta. Like, mostly Bayonetta 1, but I think it's the glasses and, like, the kind of skin-tight, like, under area. But she has always reminded me of Bayonetta when I see her, which is a positive. Bayonetta is iconic. Everybody loves Bayonetta. So, I don't really care for the dress. I think that this is visually a little confusing. Like, I don't like the kind of, like, patterning on it very much. And I think that it gets hard to break her up visually a little bit, because these cover the leg, and also the cut in the back kind of melds in with a little bit. So I find the front of her to be a little bit hard to discern visually at a glance. And I don't really like the pattern that's on it very much. I really like the shoulder element. Her headdress is great. Her hair, the head region in general is very good. And from the back, this looks a lot better, I think. I like the winged elements on the shoes as well, because she's the cloud retainer. So we got some bird motifs in there as well. I like the neck accessory here as well. I like the dangling elements in general. She does have a pretty good silhouette because of the cut on the elements behind her. I'm not really crazy about the colors, if I'm being honest with you. I think that she's wearing some quite dull colors. Like the shoulder element and the stuff on the back is all great, but I think the dress itself looks a little dull. Especially with, like, the dark stockings as well. She's a little, just a little, I think I would like more, like, basically more of this energy throughout the whole outfit. I would kind of like if the whole thing had, like, that same light, airy kind of stuff to it. And, like, you lose a little bit of her, like, serious personality in doing that, but it's just, it's very, It is a fashionable outfit, I'll give you. But I just look at, like, the shoulder element, and I'm like, oh, this would look so sick if we, like, carried that energy through the rest of the outfit. Like, it's so, like, parrot or peacock-like, right? Like, I wish we got more of that in the whole outfit. And I guess it's not really, like, her vibe as a character, but, oh, so much missed potential, I think. Like, this gives me so much hope, and then you turn her around, and it's like, that's a little disappointing. It's a little disappointing. So, she's fine, but doesn't really do it for me. Yow yow. Little girl character. Big snooze. Man. She sure is a little girl character. I will now proceed to say the same thing I say about all the little girl characters. She's got the same dress and structure that we've seen a million times, but she has some nice accessories. I like the bells in her ear, in her ears, in her hair, especially with the bow on them as well. The backpack arrangement is very cute. Same as Klee, it's just like a cute backpack thing we've got going on. The boots are cute. I like this, like, asymmetrical thing with the ties, and then this here, you know, very nice. Got some little cute things in the hair as well. She is cute. She is wearing the little girl dress, and she has some cute accessories. She is like all of the other little girl characters. Yellen. She's slaying. It's a slay. Like, this is a very fashionable outfit, and I like that she even has it, like, she has the dress coordinated with her hair, because she has an unusual cut to her fringe, and we have that mirrored with an unusual cut in the dress as well, so we've got nice coordination with the hair, not even just coordination with the outfit. We've got the jacket that we're wearing like a cape. I love it. I love when we wear the jacket like a cape. We've got very nice stockings here that are broken up. One side's even, like, unzipped, you know, very nice, very nice. We've got a little bit of a fishnet element in here as well. Very nice color coordination. A very high fashion outfit, right? Like, she looks like she stepped off a runway. Very similar to, like, Kaya. This is something that you could just see somebody wearing in, like, a fashion event. Like the asymmetry in the arms. Love all the accessories that she's got over here. Love the necklace. Love the earrings. Love the detailing on the jacket as well. Like, you know, like, oh, it's just like a white jacket. And then you turn it around and you're like, oh, no, this jacket is doing so much more than just being like a furred jacket. It's got like a tail. Very nice, like, hardware elements on it as well. She's killing it. Yellen's design, No notes. It's cinema. She looks fantastic. Love it from top to bottom. She's a high S. Yoon Jim. So girl in a dress, but with a very personal twist. This is a very personalized design. And she's an opera singer. And, like, you get theater from all of this, right? Like, it's very whimsical while still looking structured, tailored, formal at the same time, but with just enough, like, whimsical elements in there as well that give her that, like, performer edge. The headpiece is great. We love it. That's doing a lot for the outfit. Like, there's a very strong statement headpiece right here. That gives it a bit of the like, high fashion edge as well, where it has, like, that unusual design element that makes you go, ooh, I wouldn't have thought to do that, but now that you have done it, it looks great. We're not getting a lot of Geo out of this outfit, other than, like, the kind of structured nature to it. Geo is a surprising element. But I don't think she's really selling any element in particular, so it's not really the end of the world. I like the waist area here as well. I like the, like, garter, not garter, corset with the bow and the, like, hardware element in it as well. We got some nice accessories. Got a bit of asymmetry where we have the one element here and then the vision on the other being incorporated in. The boots are great. Love the boots. This is a girl character where the legs aren't just coming straight at us. She has a nice long dress and tall boots. Fantastic. We love to see it. I like the furred element that we've got here as well. We're getting a nice mix of textures, fabrics in here. Very good. Great design. Yeah, she's great. She's great. Yoon Jin. She's selling the fantasy. She's selling the region. It's all good. It's all good. I think she's great. Maybe missing a little something that I can't quite put my finger on that stops her from being an S, but she's like almost there. Like, I think she just needs like a little bit something more, but strong outfit. Can't really complain about it. So there you go. That's everybody from Liyue. So that's all I've got for you today. We next time will be Inazuma, so we'll be getting a little bit of a similar vibe from that one, but with a twist. You know, they're not the same or anything like that. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did, please do all of the engagement things YouTube likes, and let me know your opinions on the Liyue characters. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye!